Greetings, chess players! My name is Chris Torres. This is Daily Chess Musings, and we are doing the free online summer chess camp for June. I've been teaching chess for 25 or so years. I'm the Scholastic Coordinator for Cal Chess, Northern California's United States Chess Federation affiliate. I also am the editor of the Cal Chess Journal, our magazine. I wear a lot of hats, but mostly this one. And today, as I said, we're in the middle of this free online summer chess camp. You can find out more about that by going to dailychessmusings.com. dailychessmusings.com. Check it out. Also, all our videos, all the live streams I do here get put on our YouTube channel, so you can rewatch. There's a lot of good educational content. Today I'm going to do another session of playing live chess games with our campers. And it's an important part of the overall camp experience. Whether it's in person or online. Allowing young people a chance to play the coach. So, having said that, let me find my chess.com screen. I've got all my broadcast stuff up in front of me. So I gotta rearrange my windows a little bit. Cover up my face so I don't see myself talking in delay. That's weird. I don't like seeing that. Alright, and then make it so I can see the chat in the side, because that's also helpful for interacting. So I'm just doing a little bit of the computer screen housekeeping, and then we'll get started. That looks comfortable. Alright, let me double check. Yep. Still, everything's good. All right, we are good to go. Let me go and see. I'm getting a lot of challenges, and in specifically, I asked for maybe 15 and 10-second challenge because it is my favorite time control. So we'll go with this. One right here, and alright, so I am playing I_Gotham_chess, and we'll see. We'll have time for a few games. And maybe I'm gonna see a London. We'll see. It's okay. I mean, I know almost everybody in this camp, and some I have yet to meet, but a lot of my students are playing in this camp. A lot of the players are from the Northern California region. And indeed, we are going to see a London. So a London system for white is easy to get. I like to play the knight f3 first, but these days, for some reason, bishop f4 is fashionable. I don't know. But you get this kind of wedge shape with your pawn structure, and then this bishop's going to go here, this knight's going to go there, and that is what black's doing. And you can since you aren't creating tension in the center of the board, you can play this. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and play bishop e7. A lot of times as black, we like to push c5. I see some. Don't make accusations in chat about other players in the tournament, okay? That is against the rules. You will get blocked out of chess, camp, and such. If you think somebody in the tournament, in our camp tournament, was not playing fairly, then you need to let me know privately, not in chat. So we're just developing our pieces. I probably will push a c5 move soon. Ah, my opponent plays c4 before I get to play c5. So they're playing the London, but now with c4 it starts to take more of a Queen's Gambit flavor for white. And I'm playing pawn c6. So now I'm the guy with just the simple wedge. And I have a goal in mind, and it is to maintain this pawn. Some people, as black, might have played c5 there. Some people might have. But I'm still kind of waking up, so I'm keeping it a little simpler. It's great having so many people in the chat, so active. This is wonderful. Okay, so white could castle either way. Let's really look at the ingredients we have. Both sides have a pawn in the center. White has a little bit more space, and white has a little bit more force. That is material that they are using. I am with their queen moving here. It's tempting me to relocate at some point my bishop to pin the knight. But I think I'm going to play a slower move here and kind of go. It's called the Chebanenko Slav A6. And this means that I can play c5 without having to worry about knight b5 and other things. It can be a transpositional move. It's not a move that's going to hurt me, and I want to see what so this is like a a Slav versus the Queen's Gambit. Basically, we've transposed, and it's a unusual line of the Queen's Gambit with most of the pieces in like the London situation placement. Who is my favorite chess streamer? I would have to go with Daniel Naroditsky. His stuff's fun and very, very educational. Good question. All right, so white castled queen side. So it looks like we might get opposite side pawn storms at each other's king. And also I have a little bit of a history with Daniel. I ran the first, I was running the chess club, and he was a little guy, and he came and played his first tournament and such in the chess club. I would do this little Friday night group, teach, and then teach a class, and then let the kids play in Cupertino, California. And Daniel may have been all of 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, I've met Daniel in person many times. Yeah, I ran the first. I was the tournament director and the club manager in his first rated chess experiences. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and play b5. Well, his original rating was unrated when I saw him. This is what I'm saying. He was an unrated little guy. I was a little distracted. Yeah, Gotham chess is good. Yeah, no worries there. I like Gotham chess as well. I'm just saying the question was, who's your favorite streamer? And I would have to go with Daniel Naroditsky. Because I've watched him. I watched him grow up locally. I saw him win his first nationals in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and bumped into him a few times when he was in college at Stanford. So when you watch somebody kind of grow up and then and honestly, I mean, he is super strong, but he put a lot of focus into getting his degree, right? So he has a lot of options. This is a good move. It's a good move. It keeps things closed. I would like to push back with this pawn. But that is not possible right now. Let's see. It's not possible because of this bishop. So what I'm thinking is moving my knight to the rim to threaten the bishop that's bugging me so my queen can go to c7. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to get rid of my opponent's dark bishop so my queen can go to c7 so I can push back with e5. Attack the base of their pawn structure. And so there we go. And now, so the other problem I have is now there's a pawn and a pawn here, right? So again, it's going to make it hard for me to push back where I want to. But I'm noticing this knight is starting, see the queen's taking a square from the knight. This pawn is now weaker. This knight is not very useful for me where it's at. So I'm thinking, maybe I put my knight here. Looks pretty good. It's actually a pretty good square for my bishop too. I have to make these kind of decisions. Of course, at some point I want to continue maybe pushing my pawns because we are castled on opposite sides. Find a home for this guy. And I need to be a little careful about Greek gift kind of things, because boom, boom, check, and then boom, right? This kind of, his queen being over a square gives it access to come out after a bishop sacrifice. So, I mean, we know these patterns. As I like to say, I wasn't born yesterday. All right, knight f6. Honestly, I like White's placement of their pieces better than mine. Yep. Now that knight comes in, and it's going to be bugging me for a while. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Yeah, I'm starting to like White's position quite a bit better than mine. I would prefer White's position. Maybe I was having too much fun talking. Let's see. That's all right, though. I need to do something about this guy, for sure. For sure. Do I put my bishop there or there? That's the question. Or move the queen. I hate to use the queen to defend a pawn, because, I mean, it's just a pawn. I have to decide eventually how things are going to open up and where this bishop wants to be. It's going to be stuck for a while, but that's okay. I've learned to be patient with a bishop that's stuck behind my pawn chain, because it means generally I have the bishop pair in the endgame. And my opponent already does not have the bishop pair. I mean, I can offer him to get rid of my bishop pair, but he also gets rid of my bad bishop. I'm going to go with this move. Here comes the big pawn push from my opponent. Good for you. So, if I ignore this push for now, he's going to threaten my knight next, and then if I had moved my queen someplace, I'm going to lose this bishop. It could be I should have put it over there, honestly, but we'll find out. First things first. Looks like my opponent's got a better attack going. I mean, like I said, I'm tempted to do this and then this, but this takes 2 moves to get to there. And in the meantime, my opponent does that in 1 move and then gets this. So it's a little bit of a problem now that g4 has been played. Let us see. I should have noticed that g4 was a possibility. I think I'm going to go ahead and just play b4. Attacking his knight, which cannot move toward my king without being lost. So remember, knights are close range attackers, and this knight is going to have to move in the wrong direction. Likely to the rim. Where it would be targeting this square. Uh-oh. Maybe I'm helping my opponent out with this. I don't want my opponent to get a knight on b. This would be problematic for me. He would have two nicely placed knights on my side of the board. Yeah, like I said, I think I took too much of a casual approach with my play in the early going, and my opponent is doing quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. All right. So, oh man. I am running low on time too. I like that reminder. Thank you. My pieces are tripping over each other. Not good. All right. My rooks are unified though. What is my favorite opening? Tough question. Not the one I played in this, that's for sure. I don't like the way the opening went for me. There's that move that I was slightly concerned with, right? And I do not like that knight being there. This knight is, really good. Really good for my opponent. I'm going to go ahead and move this rook over. If he wants to take my rook on a8, I'll do that negative value trade with him. Because having two knights, oh wow, yeah, this was a good move. I'll go here first. Yeah, this is why I'm getting rid of one of my my opponent's outposts, and my queen is going to have to stay defending this guy. I'm going down some material here, but I messed up, so it was necessary. Very necessary indeed. Huh? Oh, okay, yeah. Taking the bishop. Got it. Trading while you're ahead, getting rid of my bishop pair. I take back. I was sipping my coffee and things change. Okay. So if I take the not so free pawn, it'll be another exchange, right? We know this. Let's see. How am I going to stage my tremendous comeback? My opponent's pawn structure is in tatters. If my opponent plays bishop takes a6, they are in fact going to be opening up lines of attack for me down here, right? So I'm not sure he wants to take this pawn, Master Elvin. And let's see. I think I want to put my queen here, then go here, so I'm doubled up on this. Here we go. Here we go. We've got a plan in mind. you need to have a plan before anything else, right? Even a bad plan is better than no plan at all. I don't care so much about the material. I'm working to get my pieces in location to counterattack. So I need to really think well. I see some other challenges coming in. That's excellent. Okay, here comes, see, this is like a dangerous thing. I do not like this at all, but I suspect that my opponent does not like this either. So now they're ahead by just 2, and if you remember, that was that exchange I did, the rook for the knight, right, to get rid of, because see, this b4 move I think was a mistake, because I put his knight out here and then here, and giving him 2 knights with an outpost was not optimal. His attack is very formidable. I like his rooks and his bishop, and then the pawn factor, right? I mean, he's got a pretty formidable attack. I definitely got outplayed in the opening. I have not played in Arena Kings, no. Okay, so I mean, clearly I've got to do this, right? And this is where having so much power on the dark squares is important, because I don't want my opponent to get a checkmate. In your face mate. This pawn's very dangerous to me. Let's not do call this number type of suggestions. I don't know what you're up to with that, but let's not put any phone numbers in chat, please. All right, so this is threatening to expose, do a whoop-de-doo, a whoop-de-doo, a discovered attack. We don't like that, so we take here and say check. No, thank you. Checks, captures, threats. Checks, captures, threats. Let's see. Looking for safety and sustainability. Activity. Safety, activity, sustainability. I don't want to trade. I think Queen C7 is active. It's safe. It's active. It's in the same file as my opponent's king. And it's sustainable. Obviously, I'm tempted to kind of push my c-pawn forward finally. I have all 8 of my pawns. My opponent is only ahead 1 point in material. It may not look that way on the board, but I created some imbalances. That's awesome. My name is Chris Torres. This is Daily Chess Musings. This is our free online summer chess camp. Here comes C5. you can expect to see c4 very soon. Here comes c4. And let's see, should I play c3 right now? It's looking very tempting. It's looking very tempting, but also so is d4. Checks, captures, threats. Checks, captures, threats. Let's see. What? D4 is very, you know, I could play D4. I could squish that in, and then C3 is even more powerful. But I could play C3 just straight away. This is very tempting both directions. Very, very tempting. D4 interferes with my bishop's scope, though. I'm going to play C3 right away. C3 right away. For sure, you know, D4 is starting to look a little better to me after playing C3. Isn't that funny how that always works that way? Hello, Arjun. Thank you for the kind words. Ha, no, Hikaru and I are much different beasts. Hikaru has a calculator that runs at turbo speed, and all those arrows. Yeah. You have to remember that my title is in correspondence chess, and you can kind of see that in my demeanor and approach with the game. I take kind of a slow, calm approach. Even 15 and 10 seems very fast, right? But isn't this action, right? So this is why I like this time control. See, I'm down to 2 minutes. Things are moving, but we have time to consider options and things. So it's a wonderful time control. I think it is a time control for the future. It was used in the Champions Chess Tour, not this last year, but the year before that. I am a correspondence master, yes. At one time, I was pretty highly rated. Correspondence chess is nice because you can move the pieces on your own analysis board and try things out and see how the pawns exchange, right? Um, Generally, I get, you know, around the 1800 area blitz, you know, mid 1700, mid 1800 level blitz on chess.com. That's generally where I hang out. So reasonably good. My user name is Coach Tortoise. COACHTORTOISE. If I didn't play my students, I'm sure I could get that rating higher. But my students, you know, They know a lot about me, and I play them fairly often. And their ratings tend to be lower on chess.com. And so they get a draw or beat me, and then kapow, there goes, you know, a bunch of points. Aha! See, this was the problem with that. But now I can play d4. This is what I'm thinking. d4, d3, and then d2. Here it comes. These pawns are on a mission. I'm sitting comfortably with 2 minutes because this is an increment game, right? It's 15 and 10. Up, and my opponent moves. So I think it's probably, let's see here. Is it time? I can't push the next pawn. Don't tell me things are going to slow down for me now. It kind of looks that way. I don't like that. Maybe I messed up. I felt like I was really rolling too. Also, let's not forget that you know, the basics, right? I almost missed something quite obvious, and that would have been bad. All right, so seeming that my rook's under attack, I'm gonna go to d8, which helps this, right? And he's stopping that. Now I'll come out here. I gotta play a little faster now. Little bit faster. I think this was a pretty good move on my opponent's part. Blockades pawns. And that's a smart move. It's adding a defender. And now c8's looking better to me than d8 for the rook, now that his bishop's here. I'm playing a little faster now. This was a good move. Another good move by my opponent. He's threatening some not so friendly stuff. Let's see. I'll go here. I'm in low time, so I'm unifying my my forces. I'm in the same file. Again, if he takes a6, I'll move my rook back to d8. Thanks for the new follow. Boy, our follower camp's getting into the comfort zone over 100. That's wonderful. And let's see. Can I do what I want to do? If I push, this bishop's really in a very nice place right now. If I push this forward, he's got 3 defenders. That's annoying. That's annoying. I see that this is on this. All right, I'm gonna drop my bishop back because if this pawn moves forward, I don't want his queen to pick it off. I got to find a way. Here we go. See, that pawn does move forward. We expected this, which is why I retreated my bishop back. Again, my bishop needs to stay here to guard this, and then I want to get these pawns out of the way to deliver checkmate. It's my plan, but this bishop here is stopping things for the moment. My name is Chris Torres. I run dailychessmusings.com. I'm a correspondence master, longtime chess coach, and I run the free online summer chess camp. And right now, I am playing one of my campers, one of the people in the camp. And I am getting quite a challenge, so all right, and this is a little concerning, right? Because now there's this pressure here, and this is pinned, right? So I'm thinking about lifting my rook up. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's take the third rank, sixth rank from my opponent. Up to 108. Yay! That's really getting into comfort zone. Cool move. I like your move. That was cool. Let's see. Should I? Should I do it? No, I'm going to go here. Oh, this was a mistake. I made a mistake in low time. I should have just done it the other way. Made a mistake in low time control. Yep, good move. Alright, so... Oh, this was a devastating mistake. I have to do this. I saw my mistake right when I played it. Yep. Yep. Oh no is right. Oh no is right. But it isn't over till it's over. Oh, that's good defensive maneuvering right there. Good stuff. But this is also pinned, right? So I'm going to come here so that this bishop can come down here and block if need be. Then my king can move up. This rook is pinned right now. This pawn is no longer pinned. Maybe I'll do some blitz with you guys at the end of the week. We'll see if I can schedule a time. This is a good suggestion. Could be fun. All right. Living on the increment. Oops, spilling my coffee in low time control. Not good. Everything is okay. Everything is awesome. All right, so that's no longer pinned anymore. Oh, this is a real problem. Okay, let's see. Smack, boom, boom, boom. All right, we're going to go here. Yep, good move. Good move. And this is going to be the end, right? Right. Let me double check that I don't have a good resource out of here. Hidden resources are wonderful if you can spot them, but this looks bad. Very bad. Yeah, good game, Gotham. Nicely done. Good game, sir. Excellent job. Let me take a look at this in game review, and we'll see how we did. I played the opening a little too easygoing. And let's see. So we have just our basic London. And B5 apparently was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Let's see what it suggests. A6 first. All right. Well, I get that. And oh wait. Yeah. All right. And then knight to get rid of the bishop apparently is a mistake. And then putting my knight there was a mistake. Let's see. What should I have done? Queen to c7 first, threatening the pawn right away. I get there in a moment. But a moment was a little too long. This move was awesome. The g4. The b4 I thought might have been a mistake, but it's saying it's best. But see, what I did, yeah, the computer likes it, but this knight's coming down here. Queen to c7. This is a mistake. Let's see. And I thought about that actually, but I didn't like making it so my rook can't move anywhere. All right. And then here comes the weird stuff. Ah! It says a curious move. Maybe not exactly what the position depends, but it's an interesting idea. Whoa. All right, so my negative value exchange was okay. That's interesting. And then I start fighting back. And then right here, I was really hoping to get some kind of tactic with the queen and king being on the same diagonal. That's what I was really hoping for. And then I start marching these pawns. And then right here is where I made my mistake. I'm telling you before the computer tells me. I should not have played c3. I should have played d4 first. Watch. Yep. I knew it right when I did it. That d4 was in fact better. And then d4, a little on the slow side. This was a good move. Saving the queen, threatening my rook. And now I'm preparing this. And then that was excellent. This stopped me. Stopped my pawns from marching. Queen comes out, threatens good stuff. This was excellent. Defending. And then I do this. And the reason was, if this goes here, I wanted to be able to capture without losing that. But what was best here? Let's see. Moving the rook up. Okay, fair enough. All right. I could have taken an open file, certainly, but I wanted to get rid of my opponent's queen out of the third rank. And right here, I make another mistake. I make another mistake. Watch. Yep. Gonna end up losing a rook. And so, but you know, I was like down to 35. I don't know why I did that. That wasn't so good. I could have simply done, you know, rook takes queen, and and then this bishop would have to maybe retreat back to defend this pawn. Maybe this pawn can move forward, so on and so forth. But I made a mistake there. And now things are bad. And then I'm just one mistake away from disaster. My opponent pressures me very nicely, and here's the disaster. Yep. And that was, you know, let's see. Yep, gotta go into full turtle mode. I was tempted to, but I was hoping, the other thing I looked at was sacrificing a pawn to get to play this with tempo, to get to play the check with tempo, and that would have been better too. Playing a couple checks, because then they can't deliver a checkmate, right? But certainly not just moving my queen up there. That's, you know, it's a losing move. It's a losing move. I had a worse situation, but the key move for me, I played an interesting game, as did my opponent, and I really enjoyed that I didn't play the opening well, but I got a chance to do something right here. And I've never had chess.com say, curious move. I've never gotten the curious move. So that's new. I've never had the coach on chess.com tell me that my move is curious. It really was. I was quite intrigued by it, and you can see, you know, that it was in fact a pretty good move. But then right here, I wish I would have played this. Right after I made the decision to play the other one, then I wanted to play that. Chess.com's thinking about it right now. Let's see. And then, yeah, it's actually saying black's winning. If I play d4 right there instead of c3, I have an advantage. I got a little too excited about the potential, but my opponent had things very nicely defended. I mean, yeah, he can go back here, and then d3, and now look at this bishop. How happy is that? I've trapped my opponent's bishop. Yeah, you gotta take those squares, and I saw it right after I did. Right after, and this is the way it is in chess sometimes, especially when you're low on time. Right after I did that, That's when I said, you know, I should have done that. I was debating between the two, and that was the in my opinion, the main difference in the game. Well, I had a really fun time, but it is approaching 11 o'clock, which means you guys have a lesson to go do. Remember to do your assignments. I'm giving away that book by Vinay Bhatt. Autograph copy, How I Became a Grandmaster. Vinay is going to be joining us on Friday at 10 a.m. Thank you to everybody who is taking part in the camp. Looks like we are at 103 followers, so we're comfortably over 100 now. And you guys have assignments to do before the noon tournament, so go do those assignments. Think, work, and then play. I'll see you guys later. Bye.